What's up, y'all? Ik hatte Kevin. Well. The channel has hit 25,000 subscribers. 25,000 subscribers. That's a big number, you know. And whether you've been here with me from the start, halfway there, or just found this video, I thank all of you for being on this journey with me, you know, with Old English. And for those of you who are aware of my second channel, Learning Old Germanic Languages, that is dealing with every other old Germanic language around roughly the same time of Old English. But anyway, you know, this channel, Lerende Old English, it started with a gut feeling. That I just knew that a lot of people want to know this stuff, but just don't know where to go, apart from academia. You know, I'm just ever so grateful and thankful. And I just want to, again, thank all of you for being around. You know, this is a huge milestone, 25,000. You know, I'm very grateful for every milestone that this channel has accumulated, whether it be just a time milestone, as in the channel's been around for X amount of years, a milestone in subscribers, you know, and that of itself is a big thing, because if you think about it, 25,000 subscribers, 25,000 people, that's a small town, right? That's a small town. And it's becoming more apparent to me that the more popular that this channel becomes, the bigger responsibility that this channel becomes as well. You know, for those of you who have been around this channel for quite long, that I'm quite the perfectionist. That I try to make sure that my work is error-free as much as I can. And Old English is one of those things where it's very easy to make mistakes. You really have to check your grammar, check your spelling. You know, you have to be very detail-oriented when it comes to Old English, because Old English, because there's not much of it out there as far as like content creators and this and that, and all you're left with are really grammar books or what have you, it's very easy to make mistakes. But even then, you know, because it's a fairly complex language with 3 grammatical genders, and what to say of the inflected case system with 5 cases, well, 6 if you include the evocative, which has the same form as the nominative, but that's a small aside. You know, this channel, you know, has had an impact and is having an impact, you know, to the viewers. I've had someone tell me that they've been watching me in a way that they grew up watching me, as if I'm part of their childhood or something like that, or not even childhood. I'm part of, like, just part of their growing up, if you will, if that makes sense, because this channel has been around for that long. You know, I've been doing this for 9 years, almost a decade, and so, sooner or later, I mean, this channel is going to have an impact on people. Like, oh, Kevin, I've been watching your stuff for like so many years, and you know, it's like a fan of a band, where the fan would know everything about the band, and the band would know nothing about the fan. Well, similarly with a YouTube channel, there are people that probably have watched a lot of my videos, and they're like, oh my God, Kevin, I've been watching your videos, which is wonderful of itself. Wonderful of itself. And you know, because I've been saying this time and time again in my videos, that I want to make a positive impact in the world, you know, especially with Old English, and making our world a more interesting place. At the same time, though, you know, well, you know what, I'll bring that topic up later, but there's a quote I'm known for saying in my videos and elsewhere. It's one of my favorite quotes ever, and I will say it. It is, whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So, think in your own life how you yourself have inspired someone, or you know someone that inspired you, or by extension, this channel has inspired you in some shape or form in your linguistic learning or what have you. You know, people gravitate towards this channel for different reasons. Some of you are here purely for the linguistic stuff. Some of you are here for the more historical stuff. Others are here for the songs. Others are here for, you name it, right? My audience for this channel is quite diverse in interest and what pulls them towards this channel. Now, the topic I want to bring up as well in regards to this channel, and what I'm going to talk about is going to be relevant to other things in life, is cultivating detachment, right? And it's important to have a healthy form of detachment, because you get people that are overtly attached positive or negatively towards X thing, and they're debilitated or somehow, like, for example, I could react to 25,000 and be like, oh my God, this is amazing, oh, you know, and then, you know, let's say my mind is uncontrolled and I become obnoxiously egotistical. All right. Some people, they lose their humility due to a number status, if that makes any sense. But knowing that going back to healthy detachment, that this channel can go away like that, right? Because anything material has a beginning and an end, right? Whether we like that or not, you know. So that's something to bear in mind, as well as with this channel. Who knows how YouTube will be? Will YouTube be around in 50 years from now? Or 500 years from now? 10,000 years from now? You know? It's something to think about. You know, and of course, with healthy detachment, that's not like saying, oh, I don't care about this channel, or be like, oh, what's the point? No, by healthy detachment, yeah, care for the channel, maintain the channel, but at the same time, if something happens to it, let's say I lose it for whatever reason, it's not the end of the world. I'm not debilitated, like, oh no, I lost my channel, blah. But by extension, this way of thinking can be applied to other things in life. You know, let's say your favorite shirt. Oh, I bought it. Let's say you buy a shirt, but understanding that this will go away at some point. It will be taken away from you either by circumstance or what have you. You know, so it's always good to not be overtly attached one way or another, whether it's you know, a channel, a piece of clothing, or what have you, because you know, it can be taken away from you, you know, and it's what I'm really getting at is maintaining equanimity, you know, just a steady mode of mind, if that makes sense, right? I know that some of you listening know exactly what I'm talking about, but for those of you that are like, what is he saying? Well, it's maintaining a mind of balance, a mind of like equanimity, a mind of like steadfastness, a mind of, you know, being focused and maintaining what's truly important, right? So, and if you made it this far in this video, I applaud you. I congratulate you, because it's in these kinds of videos where I get to reveal a bit of myself, because most of the time I'm behind a microphone. You don't really see me that much. In my earlier videos, you did see a lot of me, but it's when I have these milestone videos, that's where I get to, in some weird way, one-sided actually, talk to you guys, right? And for you guys to get a picture of what my character's like. Though at the same time, I do want to maintain a level of professionalism. Because when you have someone on the internet who reveals too much about themselves, you get problems. People make assumptions or this or that or blah, blah, blah. Drama. I don't like drama, right? It's a waste of time, you know. Rather, one could be focusing on that which is of true importance. Okay? So, you know, with this channel, it's more than just a language, really. I mean, I get to play with it, you know, with creativity. I get to express my thoughts in the language, and by my example, which will enable you guys to express yourselves in the language, and hopefully I make the learning fun. For those of you who like learning in a different way, sometimes some of us like to learn through music, some of us like to learn through a story, or some of us like the traditional way, just having a proper lesson. All these forms I like doing. Some are more easier than others, but that's just the nature of those forms of teaching, if you will. You know, how the language can be applied, right? But yeah, it's a wonderful thing that, you know, that we have this, right? You know, it's what a time to be alive, eh? You know, where you can go on the internet and you can learn a language from like the 10th century, just like that, for free, you know. Usually, you know, you would have to go to academia, spend a lot of money on tuition, you know, your textbooks, or even then, right? Well, to be fair, let's say there was no lernende el English, and today you can just buy a textbook from your local bookstore or online, and you know, you learn on your own. But like, it's nice to have a YouTube channel that where they can show the language in action, and lessons, but with enthusiasm. You know, the thing is with YouTube, you know, that's the beauty of it as well. Well, really on internet video, really, that you can watch someone teach something on the internet, but they do it with enthusiasm. They do it with, you can tell that the person behind the camera actually likes what they're talking about. You know, they're passionate, and I find those people are more interesting to listen to than somebody who's like, oh man, you know, they talk about X topic because they have to, right? And you can tell, like, who, well, to put it more bluntly, who likes their job and who doesn't like their job, right? And you know, but it's fascinating of how this language can connect with so many people around the world. You know, anywhere from someone wanting to know the etymologies of English, to applying it and using it. You know, I like it when people comment in Old English. You know, I like people that try. You know, don't worry about the grammar. Of course, well, I mean, yes, bear in mind of it, but like, don't beat yourself over it if you get something wrong. I mean, come on, we're here to have fun. It's a fun language to learn. It's very challenging, and it's good for exercising your mind. You're working your mental gymnastics, right? So Old English is really good for that, working the mind gymnastics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I spoke a lot, or spoke enough to celebrate this celebrate this milestone. Oh boy, I can't even speak my own language anymore. Thank you so much. Thank you. For those of you who are subscribed, not subscribed, viewers, or viewers in general, patrons, non-patrons, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, and I'll see you in the next video.